Hi there, my name is May, and I am a researcher at the BC Centre of Excellence for Women's Health. Thanks for taking the time today to review our framework for effective health promotion for women. I work with a team of researchers called the Promoting Health in Women team. So where did this framework come from? Just over a year ago, we brought together a team of researchers and health promotion practitioners and asked them how they thought about gender. Out of these conversations, we developed a conceptual framework and planning tool. As we introduce you to these tools, please keep in mind that this is a work in progress. Part 1. Conceptual Framework. Here is an image of our conceptual framework. The overall goal of this framework is to show how health promotion interacts with multiple factors to produce health and social outcomes. Each section of the framework affects the section to its right. The section on the left represents gendered structures and systems, which affects everything from relationship roles and economic opportunities to power structures and personal choices. This refers to the gender context of your organization, community, and country. This might refer to issues such as whether women have equal access to education and employment opportunities, how much control women have over their own health, such as choices about contraception, and how their health is affected by their other roles, for example, the roles of being a partner, a mother, or a caregiver. The image next to the gender context is health context. Health promotion activities are affected by both individual, social, and biological determinants of health. This includes biological determinants such as age and genetics, and social determinants like income and early childhood development. The gender context also affects what happens in policy, research, and healthcare. Gendered relations and institutional relations often result in unequal distribution of power, making it difficult for girls and women to achieve optimal health. This can include pharmaceutical studies that are only conducted on men, or healthcare services that do not consider the impact of migration and colonization on health, and policies that do not consider how women are different from each other. For example, younger women have different health needs than older women. To the right of health context is the outcomes section. This refers both to direct health outcomes to women as well as socio-political outcomes. Health outcomes can range from life expectancy and maternal mortality rates to mental wellness and the prevalence of chronic illnesses such as diabetes, cancer, and heart disease. Sociopolitical outcomes, for example, are exposure to gender-based violence, equal access to healthcare services, and the availability of culturally appropriate services. Lastly, in our conceptual framework, health promotion itself is depicted as a large arrow cutting across all of these contexts. Health promotion approaches can be exploitative, accommodating, or transformative. We are concerned with health promotion approaches that are gender transformative, that focus on promoting both women's health and gender equity. Gender transformation seeks to shift gender roles and relations closer to gender equity in a given context. Gender transformative approaches strive to examine, question, and change rigid gender structures and imbalance of power to reach health and gender equity objectives. We hope that when you look at the overall conceptual framework, that you can see the importance of incorporating a gender lens into health promotion. Part 2. Planning Tool. During our consultation process, we heard about the need for a tool to help practitioners move towards gender transformative health promotion. This tool has 5 steps to help individuals and organizations create and implement health promotion programming for girls and women. The first step is to think about how gender affects health promotion. We recommend the conceptual framework that was described earlier as a good starting point. Step 2 requires that you look at the area that you are working in with a sex and gender lens. For example, if you are concerned with obesity in your community, is there any research that describes different trends and influences between men and women, or between girls and women, or even between different groups of women? Has there been an opportunity to gather input from women in the community on what they perceive to be the key issues? There are lots of different ways of conducting a gender-based analysis, and this might look different in every organization or community. Step 3 is applying a gender analysis to the health promotion entry points. These are settings, populations, and issues. Often in health promotion, we start our planning from one of these 3 entry points. Here you can ask yourself, how does a gender lens clarify your understanding of these entry points? The 4th step is to determine options for action. Once again, the conceptual framework can be helpful in identifying gender transformative health promotion opportunities. Lastly, it is important to measure and assess outcomes of various health promotion activities in light of the goal of gender transformation. Gender transformation involves identifying the ways that gender discrimination, inequality, or oppression operates in a particular situation and taking feasible steps towards improving these conditions. This tool is intended to be iterative, meaning that you can move back and forth between steps. We hope that this tool can be helpful in anticipating and addressing the impact of gender on women's health. Thank you for taking the time to review the Conceptual Framework and Planning tool. Your input is valuable and vital to the development of the Health Promotion Framework for Women. Please keep in touch so that we can keep you updated on this important work. If you would like to learn more about the work of our center, please feel free to contact or visit us on the web at www.promotinghealthinwomen.ca or at www.bccewh.bc.ca.